opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of this network, their group, or other organization they may be involved with.
Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome to the Saturday night edition of the IWK 710 Daily Sesh. I'm your joint host, Ron McNabb, filling in tonight for Hobbies Puppets. We've got a great night coming up. We've got some music coming up. I just accidentally closed my YouTube music window, so I just got to bring that back up. So it'll just be a moment. I'm filling in for Hobbies Puppets tonight. Hobbies not feeling that great tonight, so I'm filling in. And I'm not even fully set up here. Jeez. All right, there we go. So, what are y'all smoking on tonight? And I don't even have any of my cheese ground up yet either. I'm smoking on some cheese, homegrown cheese. It's almost the last of what I got left of the cheese. I got a little bit more, probably about twice this again, up in the bin, but it's just all small buds. That's about it's about the biggest you see there. There, you can see that. So it's been a rainy day here today. Yesterday was a productive day out in the yard. Got the grass cut. Not all of it, but I got pretty well most of the front yard done. Didn't do anything out by the highway. But I hadn't cut the grass last year. The last time I cut the grass last year was like September, October. So remember, I wasn't well, right? So I didn't end up getting to cut the grass for one last time in the fall like I usually do. And so the grass was a little longer than what it usually is. And we were getting monsoon rains today. Not really a monsoon, but heavy rain. And so I figured if I don't get my ass out there yesterday, like this is yesterday, I'm thinking, if I don't get my ass out there to cut the grass before the rain, then by the time next week rolls around and the weather's better and I can cut the grass, it's going to be way too long. Probably I would have to cut it twice. Didn't get any pictures though. I wanted to get a picture of the freshly cut grass, but we don't have alarms set for tonight because I don't usually do the 710 Daily Sesh, so I better get my alarm set, eh? Alarms. 7:09. So we'll just go in and edit these to show Saturday as well. I'll have to go back in and adjust them after today because I don't want them running up every Saturday. But that's not what I want. 7:20 right there. All right. So we got 15 minutes to 5 minutes to 7:10. So you guys all ready? That's what I'm doing now. Grinding some homegrown cheese. So yeah, I was saying I got the grass cut. Plant starts doing very well. I got some pictures and video coming up to show you. Some of the stuff I showed Wednesday, but some of the pictures I was trying to show you guys Wednesday night on the IWK 710 Daily Sesh, and I couldn't get them to play properly, so I just said forget it. We'll show them another time. So tonight's another time. My wife had made fresh bagels the other day. There's pictures of that. Fresh bread. I got the plant. I've also got some plants with me. Here, you know what? I'm going to have to turn this background off. Fuck it. We'll leave the background on right now until 7:10. And I'll turn it off when we come back. You might be able to see some of these. Platinum cookies. Can't really see it that well. I can't get right up to the. See? Starts disappearing. Again, this song's Victim to Victor. I love it. Just created a big long playlist off of the YouTube Studio audio library. Just 2 different types of music you can. Fuck. I'm gonna have a toke now. Why wait till 7:10, eh? I usually have one when I first come on. Cheers, everyone. Light them if you got them. So there we go. Of course, I'll get it loaded back up for 7:10 because we don't want to miss that, right? I just realized I have this on loop. There's our 1-minute reminder. Jeez. So our 1-minute reminder is 7:10. Better get yourselves ready. I am. Oh, jeez. While we're getting ready, I'll bring up the update video. Just about at 7:10. And there we are. Happy 7:10 Easties. Whoop, whoop. Light them if you got them. That's right. Happy 710. Whoop, whoop. For those of you who don't know, we celebrate 710 for the East Coast because it's 710. Wow, it's not East. Ontario, Quebec. It's always 420 somewhere, right? 710. Here's oil backwards and upside down. Well, that's why we smoke in 710, and at the 720 mark my time, that becomes 420 Westies, out the West Coast. Out all the way out over in BC. Up next. Oh, I only have just the one song playing right now. I gotta go back to that album. Just give me a moment. There we go. Just gonna scroll through. Trying to find a certain one. This one works. So while we're playing the music, I'll bring up the pictures, and then we'll play the video after. I do have the video all up ready to play, though. So here we go. Well, I gotta bring the pictures up first on my computer. Okay, because I gotta share screen. Okay, pictures. Here we go. Okay, so some of these first ones are from the other day, April 23rd and 24th. And I got a few from the 26th, and then some from today. So bring them up. Just take a second to get everything queued up. Okay, share screen. And there we go. And window, I think. We'll try that. And at the stage. And make myself bigger. I don't know why I have that alarm on. 7:14? I don't know. No, that's not the... there we go. That's what I want. Okay, so this is just my wife and father-in-law just working on transplanting some of the tomatoes and the peppers. We're taking some of the peppers and the tomatoes. They had like 3 or 4, 2 plants per small cell pot, the black ones, and we're transplanting them into the 6-inch pots. Now, something we're thinking about next year is we're thinking about just sowing the tomatoes and possibly the peppers directly in the 6-inch pots and just thinning them in there rather than doing the transplant. We'll see. We'll see how things go. So we're on to the next picture here. That's bagels. That's before them going in the oven. So they've been boiled, the toppings put on. Close up there. And that's them out of the oven. Now, they weren't browned as much as we like, but we didn't want to overdo them, and we were hungry. We were ready for fresh bagels. But, oh, man. So there's some everything bagels there. There's poppy seed. And I think there was some... Was it just the 8 bagels? Yeah. Maybe it's just the one poppy seed. There's some more pictures of them. There's the fresh bread. It's got pumpkin seeds, raw pumpkin seeds in there. Oh, geez, excuse me. Oh, and you can see our fresh eggs, from our chickens. Tell you, we have an Instant Pot, right? That thing is so handy for so many meals. It's handy for making stock, like turkey stock or chicken stock or beef stock and that, because you just dump the bones and that in there, and your liquid, and you pressurize it, and it pushes all the good nutrients and stuff out of the bones. Makes some really good rich stock, and really nutrient dense too, and full of flavor, just full of flavor. Just breaking up some more bud here. I'm probably gonna roll a U-bung home. I got to get a little bit more wheat here. I don't have quite enough on the tray pre-ground. So we'll go to the next picture here. Look at that. That's actually, I was taking a video, and you'll see the video in a moment here after the 420. And with my camera, well, I guess most phone cameras, you can take a still picture while you're taking the video. There's just a camera button on the screen you hit, and it will take a single snapshot of that moment. And that's what this is. I think that's a pretty cool pic. She's such a good puppy. We got 2 minutes to 420, folks. And with that, there's our 1 minute reminder. All right, so we'll carry on here. There's some of the vegetable starch sitting on the table. So this was just, there's a couple of cooler days that we had, a couple of cooler nights. But I think the plants are all inside right now, just because it's going to be raining all day. It was raining all day today. We're supposed to get, I think, rain tomorrow. Whoop. There's our welcome back full screen. And happy 420, folks. Light them if you got them. Cheers. Cheers, y'all. Yep, I'll send you a link. App 420. Yeah, quick tab, sure. Just give me a moment. Invite. There we go. Copy. And window. Man, I messaged so many people. Here we go. Link sent. That's cool. We got Frosty coming up. Take just a moment for him to come up. He's on an iPhone, so he's got to get the link, copy and paste it into, open up Safari and copy and paste it into there. I got an open time slot tonight, so there's no other shows on tonight, and I should have. Oh shoot! I should have. Just give me a moment. I should have had this because I'm filling for hobbies, and maybe I should have had it go into his profile too. Let's see if I can share it there. Just give me a moment, guys. Share. No, how do I do that? Oh, on a friend's profile. Doesn't show up on here. It's probably because. Oh, I don't want it there. Yeah, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know. I'm very tech illiterate when it comes to this stuff, especially when I'm on live. So I don't want to be distracted with all that. So we're just waiting for Frosty to come up. Look at the bowl filled. And yeah, I think I will get a Yubong Kong. You guys should be able to see that from there. There you go. I'll have to take the background off later to show you if I'm showing you anything else. I do believe I did click send. There he is. I just heard him. Hey there. How's it going? That was a lot of cars at Walmart there, eh?
Yep.
I did dig through. I did dig through the bin a little bit, but a lot of them, to be honest with you, the cardboards were really bent on a lot of them because they're in the bin and people are just sorting through, right? When I was there, though, there was someone. Yeah, when I was there, there was someone else that was a collector, eh? They were checking things out. Sorry, what was that? Oh, the heat gun. Yeah, I forgot can't hear much when the volume the torch is on. I knew I was still looking for something. What happened to music? There we go. Oh, this phone.
All right.
My phone is half dead.
But that means it's still half alive.
Oh, I know. Still got another 6 months to pay on my wife's phone. I didn't want to have to go and get a new phone yet.
Yeah.
What we do is we swap back and forth like every 2 years. I get a new one, then she gets a new one. So each time our phones end up being like 4 years old by the time we get rid of it.
So you get a new one, she gets your old one?
Yeah. No. Usually whoever needs the new phone first. Like whoever's phone is in worse condition.
Yep.
Usually it turns out to be one and like myself and then her. So I end up having I'm all confused.
Oh, you're not confused.
No, I'm confused, man. Oh, this shit's too hard for me to think about.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I didn't mind looking through at Walmart. I was just North Bay by myself. It was a day for me to do my running around.
Right? I'll have to tell you a couple tricks and stuff later on, like when we're not looking.
Yeah.
I'll have to video chat you beforehand so you can go into the game with some skills.
Yeah.
Because it looks like it looks like it's fairly busy and it gets restocked fairly often.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I don't go into Walmart very often, but I don't mind going in. But if I do go in, I'm usually getting like toilet paper. It's just a few things that are like the better buy. The better buy there.
Well, I gotta roll.
Well, okay. Thanks for popping in.
All right, brother.
Cheers.
Later.
Oh, that was nice, everyone. Oh, he's still where? There, I'll remove him. I think he might be frozen there. Anyways, that was pretty cool. Frosty, come on there. Oh yeah, we'll go back to the pictures then. Wow, 7:30 already. Okay, so this one here. So yeah, we had a few cooler days where we were having the stuff. Cooler nights. So we were having the stuff out. Had a few days, I think, but we had the stuff out in the greenhouses during the day, and we'd bring the stuff in at night. He's left the studio now. You must have got frozen. And now we've had rain. We were going to leave them in the greenhouse last night, but I had a thermometer outside and one in the greenhouse, so I was able to see what the temperature was and how fast it was dropping. And it was at 11 o'clock. It was like 5 degrees in the greenhouse, and it was getting onto the borderline. So I wasn't comfortable leaving him out there. So I brought him in. It only took a few minutes to bring him in. Just set him on the table, just like you see this. This is not them per se, but these ones aren't the ones I brought in last night. That's what I'm saying. But the so they didn't go out today because of the rain, and I don't want to look up the weather right now. But as long as if it's going to rain and be nasty the next day or so, then we'll just keep him inside. Some of the stuff is under lights, especially some of the stuff that needs the light most. So let's see where to go from there. Probably this is Saturday. Again, I'd have to look at the weather. I don't really want to look it up, but as soon as we've got the nice weather that we're like, it's just a matter of a few days now that I know that it's going to be okay at nighttime too. Maybe the odd like 1 or 2 nights we'll have to bring them in, but for the most part they'll be able to stay out in the greenhouses. Now we do have stuff on a table. I don't like that song. Some of these I'm not really crazy about. So anything on the table we can leave out at night too after a certain point, as long as the weather's not going to dip down. And even if it dips down, we'll just bring them in for the night, the ones on the table, right? So it's a bit of work. You can't be lazy about it. You gotta one big thing you gotta remember with the greenhouses, this is another angle of it there. When they're out in the greenhouses, the temperature is these pictures are from a few days ago too. But the temperature rises up pretty quick, and because of that, the plants demand more water. So you got to check on them too. These ones were ones I just took today that were blurry. Oh man. There. So this is what these ones were. This picture was taken today. These are grapefruit diesel, feminized. Just get the package here. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn my background off for this. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see this. So just give me a moment here. All right. Grapefruit diesel feminized next generation, or what is it? nextgenerationseedcompany.com. So that's what's in flower here right now, which is the grapefruit diesel. And they were flipped to flower on I know in my last few videos, I had the date wrong when they were flipped to flower. I had it listed as March 28th, and I realized it was February 28th. So I've gone back and updated some of those videos, but unfortunately on the live broadcast of anywhere where I've played these videos, it's going to have the wrong date for flip to flower on there. But I've got the main video still saved on the computer that now has the correct date. I'm going to zoom in on this. Now these two plants are the same age, same from the same package. The one on the right is the one that was all cronky and distorted right from the time it broke the shell, through the shell. So obviously, genetically, there's something wrong with it, kind of, because it never really did grow properly. It's always been a lighter color, and those leaves are like really, 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 really pale. But they've always been that way. Now, the plant on the left here, I'll turn that down a bit. The plant on the left, the yellowing that you see there, that's natural yellowing. Now, some of this on the right is natural yellowing now because of the weeks of flower, and that's what I was trying to do. So they were flipped into flower February 28th. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let's finish one. We just finished 8 weeks of flower, so we're in the 9th week of flower right now. Hey, Hobbies, peace. Hope you're feeling better, dude. Being sick is never fun. I'm glad I could help out. And but yeah, we're in the 9th week of flower right now. So that is, so the first will be, I've got that wrong. Jeez, I need to smoke more. That's what it is. I always notice that when honestly, if I haven't smoked enough, my brain can't compute so many different things. I take a smoke break and boom, get up and I could remember shit. When I had my truck, I had to change the valve cover gaskets. Oh, I don't like this song. So hold on a second. I had to change the intake cover gasket and the valve cover gaskets, and my couple of family members couldn't believe how much I was smoking and being able to do the job, and how focused I was able to stay getting the job done. And it was because I was smoking, right? So anyways, cheers. Thank you, Erin. Yeah, she's looking really pretty. The one on the left, the one on the right is fading a bit naturally, but it's always had a lighter color. Just something wrong genetically when right from the pop to seed, it was all cronky and stuff. So I decided to grow it out anyway. But the one on the left, oh man, it's looking really pretty with the purples coming in there. I'm hoping she'll turn black. So I've had a few plants go black, like a dark purple. Thanks again. Yeah, being sick sucks. At least I'm at my house. Oh yeah, it's even worse being sick when you're not at your own house. So that really sucks. Like even if you're at a hotel and you're sick, no, it's not the same thing. You got to be at your home. Yeah, you've had some pretty wild shades too. I know some of your stuff. Holy shit, man! The colors, it's amazing. So I'll zoom in a little bit more here. Hopefully you can really see this. I'm not sure how clear it comes through for you. But those purples are nice. This has got to be one of the most beautiful plants. Not this specific plant, but cannabis. Aaron, have you ever seen any of I think it's Ed Rosenthal's photography? He does the macro photography on the trichome heads and on seeds and shit like that. It's pretty wild stuff. So I'm just growing like short colas because I don't have a whole lot of space here, right? Oh, I didn't do a commercial. I think we'll do a commercial in a moment. We'll do a commercial after I finish running through these pictures, and I got I got 2 videos. No, we'll do all the videos after when I finish running through the pictures. So this is just from different angles. And this is the other plant that I have. It's grapefruit diesel as well. This is the one where the clones were all taken off of. It's looking a little bit deficient, but she's still doing okay. I'm probably going to put this one outside. That's a 9-gallon pot. I grow 4 plants outside, and I have 4-foot square beds that I plant in that are nearly 2 feet deep. And so I got plenty of room to throw this plant in there. A lot of those branches have actually already been bent down. So if they weren't bent down, that plant would already be like 6-7 foot up in the air. And I've also taken clones off it too to help trim it down, right? But it's nice and bushy, and so I'm probably going to put that outside. Now I also have a few clones of the grapefruit diesel, but 2 of them that I know I've got that are going to survive, and I'm keeping the best of the 2, and I'm giving a neighbor friend of mine down the road the other one. And they're feminized, right? So at least I know I've got a female plant going out there. Now, some of the other plants I got going out, I don't know what they are yet. So I'm going to have to watch them. And that's why I'm going to keep the extras, any extras in the grow cabinet, and then watch for them. And I may take a bag or a toilet paper roll, put over a branch, and force that one branch into flower and see what happens. That's one of the easiest ways to do it, rather than throwing the whole plant into 12-12. Or cutting a branch off and cloning it and put the clone straight into 12-12, because that still all takes time. Whereas with the covering the one branch, you're taking it off after the 12 hours, or I think you can keep it on for. I'd have to or I'd have to either rewatch the video, or I can just even contact the person who I know this from. I interviewed him 2 weeks ago on Peace News and Views on Wednesday night with Sir Stevo. And I think that's the end of that album. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do? So I'm going to... Oh, geez. Hold on. Yeah, no, I want to bring up Frosty's music. And... Oh, geez. There we go. Hey, Shane, how's it going? Actually, I'll back up. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you tuning in tonight. I'll back up one picture, a couple of pictures ago. Oh, a couple of these ones that were supposed to come out. Okay, this one here. So this picture was taken tonight, just before the show. And so I'm going to have to figure out the flower again. Okay, so they were flipped to flower February 28th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so they'll completed the 9th week of flower May 1st. Yes. Yes, they'll be completed the 9th week of flower May 1st. I don't know what this strain runs, but from my experience, because of the lighting that I have and the grow environment that I have, I usually have to go 2 to 3 weeks longer. Not that much recommended on the package, but usually sometimes 2 to 3 weeks longer than what the average person would have to harvest at. I know it sucks, but it is what it is. On the flip side of it, if I were to have better lighting and such, and better environment and all that, what am I doing? I would end up having to increase the hydro too. So I'm happy with the way it is. It works for me for now, because remember my motto: do the best you can with what you have and with what you know. When you can do better, do better. Right? So I'll zoom in on this a little bit more so you can see the purple. Really, really pretty looking. And the strain is called Grapefruit Diesel. And the smell of it, like if you get it on your fingers and smell, oh man, it smells like grapefruit diesel. Just a few more pictures there. And then this was the mother plant of them, which I'm going to put outside. But as you can see, it's got some deficiencies. Some of the leaves are yellowing. but it is also under just a cheapy light too, and it's not like it's working for me though. But I think once I put it outside, I think she'll take off like crazy. There's a couple of those pictures. So this is like the junior veg cabinet right now. Very soon I'll be dropping the plants down a bit, and changing the setup in there, because everything's going to be in 1 gallon pots. I just run out, but I had to go to North Bay the other day to get some used tires for my car, and which ended up being a great deal. $70 for the pair at the Wreckers, and they're like 70% left, percent tread left on them, so they'll last me a few years at least. But even if worst case scenario, say if they only last me this summer, that's worth it to me. I still gotta get them put on, but I'm gonna get them put on by the local shop here. I'll stop in on Monday probably and ask them. I'll probably have to book an appointment. But so yeah, some of these will be all of them will be transplanted to 1 gallon pots. I think that's the last photo. There's some of them. Well, I got all the plants here. I'll show them to you right in person here. So that's the end of that. Yeah, that is the last one there. So I'll back up that folder there to go over the video, get this ready for when we come back. So this here, okay, I need to stop sharing. There we go, and come back full screen. All right, now, so we are going to go to break, and we'll be back in about 4 minutes and 20 seconds. We'll pause the music there. Actually, I'll put my background back on again, because I think it's a cool background. There's a few other cool backgrounds too. I kind of like that one. Or do you guys like this one? It should come up in a second. There you go. Well, the thing is, I kind of blocked most of it, so it still kind of looks cool. Oh, we'll go that way. That was me working in my studio late one night. This one's pretty cool. But I like this one too. So, all right, we're going to go to break. So we'll be back in about 4 minutes and 20 seconds. So don't go away. We've got more stuff coming up right on up here after the break here on the IWK, the Saturday edition of the IWK 710 Daily Sesh, Sativa Saturdays. I've got a couple of plant update videos to show you. Little tiny video of my wife making bagels. So don't go away. Stay tuned and enjoy.
Psychedelic Tuesdays on NOK Network. Tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Psychedelic Reporters. Bufo Alvarius is scouring the newswires for stories being reported in the mainstream media on the psychedelic front and passing them on to Hobbies Puppets and Tara Simpson so they can bring them to you, our listeners, in this 60-minute video news podcast. Tuesday evening news. Join us for Tuesday evening news each week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for all your news and information from the world of psychedelic medicine. Follow and subscribe to NOK Network on our webpage, social media, and streaming sites, including YouTube and Rumble.
Peace, news, and views on NOK Network. Patients everywhere advocating cannabis evolution with Kim Cooper and Sir Steve-O. Joint hosts interview people in the grassroots and corporate cannabis space across North America and beyond. Sit down with patients, entrepreneurs, lawyers, doctors, and others share their journey with this medicinal plant. So join us for Peace, News, and Views. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, where all consumption is medicinal consumption on NOKnetwork.com. Follow and subscribe to NOK Network on social media and streaming sites including Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble.
Put it away for 30 minutes a day on IWK. The IWK 710 Daily Sesh is a virtual gathering where consumers meet up or a toke and some laughs at 7 p.m. Eastern nightly. Originally aired on Info with Kim's social media page, the IWK 710 Daily Sesh is now also podcasted on NOK Network. Rotating joint hosts bring you a variety of content during this 30-minute virtual smoke sesh. Take a break from the stresses in life and put it away for 30 minutes a day on IWK. Podcasted nightly at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on NOK Network.
Hey, dudes and dudettes. Enjoy the show, man.
Hey, and we're back. Welcome back, everyone, to the Saturday night edition of the IWK 710 Daily Sativa Saturdays, where we put it all the way for 30 minutes a day, but weekends, we go for longer than that. But anyways, here we go. I'm going to have to turn my background off for this, because I'm going to show the should I show the plants first or show the videos? You know what? We'll show the videos first. I'm going to have to hook up my headset too, so just give me a moment here. Should have had this already set up. Sorry, folks. Right there, and 27th video. We'll put the we're not going to put music on because I forgot there's music on the second video I'm going to show. There we go. Bring that one up too. Okay, this one here is just like, I think 9 seconds. There we go. I don't know why it's showing like this. I don't know why it's showing so small. Oh, because I think it's the format that I had the video in. This one here. All right, I gotta get my headset on here. And this video was taken the other day. Plants have grown, and some of this other stuff, some of the stuff that's still waiting to be sprouted has sprouted. Our aloe plant, huge. How's the level of the music? Gonna smoke out everyone upstairs. Probably just have a few puffs. If I smoke much more of it, I'll smoke them all out upstairs. I don't have the window open and the fan on. I'll pause the video for a moment here. The reason why you see so much water in the bottom there is we just transplanted them. So the soil wasn't pre-moistened, and the soil is very hydrophobic. So it looks like a lot of water in there, but when you're considering we're trying to get all that water up into those 6 pots, it's not very much at all. And it takes it takes a few hours for it to soak up. So we'll continue on here. So sticky. I'll put the background back on again. Do this one for a bit. Ooh. I don't think it's going to work now. I can't get the virtual background up again. Some of them are really leggy. We've also done a few more transplants since helps us as well with the background, because I am going to show the plants in a bit. The background's got to be off for that. I brought the light cabinet up in the living room. It's warmer up here too. So there you go. So what do you think of when my dog Freya barked? I think with the that kind of music that was playing and then her barking, it sounded like some eerie thing in a movie or a soundtrack or something. I thought that's what it sounded like. It sounded really, really cool to me. I don't know, maybe it's the weed speaking. So anyways, what we got now? So that's the one we just played. So I'll remove that. Remove from studio. So now we've got the cannabis grow update video. So we'll do this, and as you can see, the date is now correct on there, saying February 28th when it was flipped to flower. I had written in there the last couple of videos March 28th. That was a goof up on my part, so I've gone back and edited it. But as I said, anything that's been done live with this video shown in it will have the incorrect date still. But it is the correct date for now. I don't have any other current video. I'll be taking another video probably either probably late Sunday night, and then I'll work on it on Monday, put some music to it and get it ready to show on my podcast Grow 420 at 4 p.m. Eastern time here on NOK Network. But for now, this is the same video that I showed this past Tuesday on Grow 420, as well as the Wednesday edition of the IWK 710 Daily Sesh. But this one here, as I said, does have the correct date for being flipped to flower. So here we go. I hope you all enjoy. And I hope the music is, the volume's okay. So, coming up on Grow 420, talking about that. Right now, you're going to see all of these plants in the solo cups. They were supposed to be all transplanted into 1 gallon pots last week. I didn't have enough pots. I have them now. And so I do have, well, I got 2 that are in 1 gallon pots. The pots that I like, 2 are in 1 gallon pots that are a different style of pot. They're probably actually a 3/4 gallon. You'll see in a moment. But I did buy 1 gallon nursery pots while I was in North Bay the other day. So I'll have all these plants. I'll show you them in a few moments. Right after this video. Oh, geez. I say we smoke some more weed, eh? Yeah, try in the background again. Vincent, you want to come back on? Sips are working well. Just planted my first sip today. Awesome. Yeah, man. I swear by them. I haven't had any issues. Like, I realize my plants are not as big as a lot of others, but like, come on, you got to look at what I'm growing with, right? Considering what I started out with was compact mix of compact fluorescent lights and household high lumen LED lights. So the indoor grow is my fun grow, and I do like the taste of the indoor weed. But the outdoor with 4 plants gives me more than enough to smoke and make oils and butter that way and give away to people. You can see the color difference. They're really starting to fade the last couple of days. This video was taken April 22nd, which was like Monday. And today's the pictures you saw were just taken earlier this evening, just before I came in here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. So they might be done next week. I'm thinking look at my calendar I got here. So it'll be 10 weeks flower as of May 8th. It'll be completed 10 weeks. I'm thinking maybe the 15th or the 22nd, the latest. So, oh, that'd be amazing. I'm going up to Quebec, 4-hour drive north of here, northeast of here, to visit my son and his wife and my granddaughter for her birthday. Oh, 3? I think she's turning 3. 3, I think 3. And we'll come back on full screen. And so we haven't visited them up there. It's a long drive and such, but we're gonna make it happen. And so it's her birthday, and that would be so cool if I had some ready to bring up to my son for him to try. That would be so cool. That would be so cool. I'm gonna have to see, work back in the timing to see when the latest I can harvest and to account for the drying period. Because I hang the plant up full, like a whole plant hang, right? And it's usually a slower dry. But they're smaller. It's a smaller plant. But I'm thinking it'll probably take at least 7 days to dry. So if I harvest on the 22nd, which is 12 weeks flower, another 7 days is the 29th. Yeah, the thing is, that day, the 29th, is a Wednesday. I got a dentist appointment in the afternoon, just after noon, 12:40. And then I have the IWK 710 daily sesh at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I won't have time that day to do a couple of harvests. I might. So I'm hoping that it'll be done by the 15th. Optimally, that'll be better for me. That way, if it does take a little bit longer than 7 days to dry, I've got that time. And then I'll have the time to sit and trim up a few nice buds to bring up to them. So, is that all the videos? That is all the videos, I think. Is that everything? Okay, yeah, I think so. Yeah. So I'm just going to show the plants now. So we'll remove that from studio. And we'll come back without the headset because I do not like this thing. Okay, so we'll start with these first. So these here's 2 clones that still need to be transplanted to 1 gallon pots. Now, I don't know if they're going to survive. They're kind of really worn or whatever you want to call it. I'll just pinch this one off. There. Make it just look a little bit prettier. Tidy it up a bit. But I don't think there's any roots coming out on these. I looked them. I think there was 2 that there was no roots. But there's still a good amount of green. So it is still possible. So I'll be I'm not gonna do the transplant live on the show. Because that's a lot of stuff to do. I'll do. And you guys saw me doing some transplants last week. I'll probably just transplant these off camera. Just like I did when I did the seeds into the solo cups. Yeah, I do have a video for that I can play too, but it's a long video, and I was shrinking it up, like speeding it up, and I don't know. I may take clips out of it and post it up. I don't know. So yeah, here's the other one. Again, it doesn't look too great, but it's got some green left on it. Now we got these seedlings here. You know what? Let's get the music on. Jeez. I knew it sounded so weird. There we go. Okay, so we got seedlings here. So we got platinum cookies. Now, again, I don't know what's male or female, but these were put in the cups on April the 12th. So that is April 12th, just over 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago yesterday. So, very nice looking plant. Very healthy looking. Do I see any roots coming out the bottom yet? I'm going to get my flashlight and see. Don't see anything. Oh, I think I do. There is roots just showing down the bottom of the cup. see that at all? The flashlight doesn't have. I don't know. There is roots there, so that's nice to see. That it's, I'm gonna transplant that to 1 gallon pot for sure. I'm probably gonna put all of these to 1 gallon pots. Here's another platinum cookies, and we've got roots. I see good healthy roots coming out the bottom. And we got strawberry donkey. Again, nice looking plant. And April 12th. Now we got roots. I see roots. And another strawberry donkey plant. Now this one here, the stem seems to be a little bit on the wobbly side, but if you can see, the soil is also fairly low. So I'm not going to worry too much about it because it's going to be transplanted tomorrow. If I wasn't transplanting, I would just fill this up with a little bit of soil, almost up to the rim of the cup, which would still be below the cotyledon leaves that you can see. Let me get this pointer here, right there. See that little leaf right there? So I could bury it all the way up to here, and that would be fine. And I probably will do almost that high when I do the transplant, though, tomorrow. But as I said, if I wasn't doing the transplant, I would top the cup up with the soil. But because I'm doing the transplant, I'm not going to do that. It'll just make transplant a bit more difficult. And then here's the plank. Again, done on April 12th. Nice looking plant. Pull them out. Let's check the roots. All right, we'll do that on the. I'll take a look at one of them. I'll take this one particular one I was going to look at, and this one. These ones here, the stems are a little bit thin. They're pretty thin, and the thing is, I did grow the plank once before, and I didn't like it. And here's the reason why. It was a thin, scrawny, difficult plant because it was so fragile. I don't like. I didn't even put it to flower. It was that I just didn't like it. And so I thought, you know what, I'll try it again and see if it's something that maybe I did with it or something. But I'm looking at it right now, and those are pretty thin. Like, they're even thinner than all these other ones. Not by a whole lot, but enough. So let's see, which one am I going to pull the root out on? I think it was one of the strawberry donkey. No. This one here. Okay, so this is platinum cookies. It's not a lot of roots, so I would like to probably leave them longer in the cups, but if you can see, there is also roots that are coming in off the bottom. They're very, very faint though on the bottom. There's one right. There's one right in front of my fingernail. I don't know, the camera might not focus in properly on it. And then there's a few more on the side here. So just very little stress doing that, right? So that one's platinum cookies. Okay, let's try. Is that a root or is that the plastic? Oh, that might be the plastic. I'm just probably going to put them in the 1 gallon pots anyway. Oh no, look at that, look at that. Should have a towel over my keyboard. See all those roots? See, very little stress with that, right? Okay, so let's try the plank here, this bigger one of the two. Because you can see there's... Okay, I'll bring them to the same level of soil. Right there. This one's much taller. Sometimes the taller one indicates that it's male. Not always. Well, there's definitely roots on this. See them all? Again, there could be a lot more, but I think it's enough. Yeah, nice and white, just fishboning. Got a little breeze on him. Yes, I do. There's a little fan that I got in there. I didn't initially. Stupid me, I forgot. Not stupid me. I'm not criticizing myself because, yeah, I used to do that. No, I just forgot. Oh, yeah, I need to have a little fan on in there. Like, there is the fan from the humidifier, but that's not blowing on them and creating much of it because of where it is in the cabinet. It doesn't create much of a breeze on them. So I do have a small fan that creates a. I know you really shouldn't have the breeze directly on the plants, but it's a very, very light breeze on the fan does. So I think I'm okay with that. Just organize these back. Put these here, and then I'll get the other two trays over. And on the two, I'll just wait until I get them over here. I'll put that one back there. I'm just gonna go on the other side of the desk. Okay, yeah, the Rainbow Haze crossed with Donkey Dick. But before we do that, oh man, I gotta show you this sack clone. Let's see, is there roots on this? Ah, fuck. Oh, I got a double tray here, so I got one. I don't want to dump any dirt directly on the desk. So it's got a nice little bridge coming off the bottom here, though. Look at that. So let's see. I don't see any roots. Let me put my flashlight on it. There was what? Remember I said there's one or two that I think that is not gonna do anything. This is one of them. And judging by, like, it's got a little bit of green left. So I'm gonna transplant it anyway. Because I technically don't need it. Because one of the ones I'm keeping is over here. I'm saving the best to last. Now these ones I'm not going to pull out of the tray because out of the pot because of how big they are and that. But let me see. There was one that I could see the roots. Yep. Oh yeah, you can see that. Look at that. Nice, healthy, thick white root. Very healthy looking. So that didn't take long because we transplanted this on the show last Tuesday on the 22nd. No, 23rd. Now, I don't know if it's male or female yet, but that's a gorgeous looking plant. Right? And here's the other one. Again, Rainbow Haze crossed with Donkey Dick. Now, these were put into solo cups on March 31st and transplanted into these April 23rd. Let's see if I can get rid of it. You can even see the internodal growth, like here, and over here, right? How's there roots on this? There's one that I can see coming out the bottom. Let's see if we can show you. Where is it get there? Right there. Coming out of that hole there. See that? Again, nice healthy white root. So these are going to stay in this for a little while. Basically as big as I can take them in the cabinet, because you saw in the video right now I've got like a tote bin on the bottom and then a box and then there's a piece of plywood, and these are all sitting on there to be quite close to the lights. But as they get bigger, I'll be able to drop down. I don't have the lights are fixed. It's just the way that I had to design the cabinet. But oh man, my throat's getting raspy. I got cotton mouth. You know what that means? I gotta smoke some weed. But I gotta put this away and I'll grab the last tray. I'll be back in just a moment. It's just over here on the other desk. I gotta remember this tray is a little flimsier. It's just a single tray. And what I'm using is just the plastic trays that the sausage is coming in from the grocery store. Oh, geez. So you can see the 2 clones there. These ones definitely had roots coming out the bottom of the solar cups. We did this one. We did these ones on the show, so you would have seen. You would have seen the roots on them then. But look at this one. This one here, man. Like, look at the size of this branch. Look how robust it is. This is the one I'm keeping. So this would be my new mother. Oh yeah, we got, oh yeah. Look at this. Yeah, nice, healthy, thick white root. Whoop, whoop. Now we got this one here. Now this one's kind of cool. It was the top of a branch, the end of a branch, but it's kind of bent over. So it's already got some LST happening there. It's not growing like it typically does, like this, straight up, right? Where all your branches come like this. It's got even the lower branches coming, turning up. Let's see if you can see that. This one right here, yeah, I gotta turn this way. It's awkward. That one there. Because that one there is actually on the underside of this. So it comes out from the branch, but then now comes up. So this one has already got some LSD, so it's going to have multiple colas coming around. And then if you top it, man, so it's already a step ahead. So this is what I'm going to give my neighbor. And this one is the one I'm going to do as the new mother. I know I could probably do this one as the new mother, but I don't know. There's something about this plant here I like. I might change my mind. I haven't told him specifically which one he's going to get, but I did say I get the first pick out of the, because I said I got at least two that are going to be good. And they're feminized, remember, right? So he's got guaranteed female plant. LST happening while I watch, while I half watch. Yeah, lots of times I'll listen to shows too. The Fury Feud, the guy I watch Cannabis Corner with Jay Frost, and some of the ones on the network here I touch base with just to keep in touch with everyone from time to time. But a lot of times when I am listening and I'm tending to my plants, doing something, doing filling up the hose, the bins, doing a bit of defol, maybe a transplant, maybe I don't know, whatever. So I'm gonna move this back over there so I don't knock it over and I don't have room here to keep it. So I'll be right back. And I'm back. So let's see. It is 8:48. Wow, an hour and 48 minutes we've been on. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to close out because I've kind of shown everything that I wanted to show. One thing that I will play though, and man, I got to get alarms on my phone or get some kind of thing to remind me. The public service announcement that for the cannabis substitution program. And there's something that's actually really amazing here. You know what? We're going to continue for a little bit. I want to Frosty's looking for someone to help him with PayPal. Looks like he might have someone to help him. I used to do PayPal, but PayPal to me was always really sketchy. To me, it was sketchier than eBay. And I say this because I actually had a few issues with PayPal, especially trying to remove a payment from PayPal, like an auto pay from PayPal. Oh man, I used to have the hardest time with some of that shit. Double payments. Anyways, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay. Neil Magnuson is the creator and brains behind the cannabis substitution program. Originally started out in Vancouver, British Columbia, down the downtown east side. Let me find his post because I want to share it. And then I want to show you guys his comment on that. Oh shoot, where is it? Which post was it? Oh, this one right here. Okay. Why have they got ads now, man? Facebook is just all full of ads now, eh? From what I hear, there's even ads in Messenger. Share screen. I haven't seen any, but Facebook is also known to roll things out in different tiers. What am I trying to do? Chrome tab. There we go. Don't need audio, so I'll turn it off anyway. And at the stage and change my format. No, not to that one. There we go. Okay, so let me see. Can I zoom on this? Okay, so I'm just going to read it. It says, this is from January 3rd, 2020. Yesterday's lineup outside Vandu for the first CSP giveaway of 2020. So Vandu stands for Vancouver Area Network of Drug Users, and he was able to use some of their space there to hand out free high-dose edibles and joints and other stuff. Sometimes like other sundries like socks, that type of stuff. So why is there only one comment on this? Is this? Oh, that's a. Okay, what? Hold on. Why am I? Okay. Oh, because this is opening up to the original post. Okay, so that's a that's a comment that someone put in there. I see. Anyways, so this is where he started. Well, I don't know if he started. This is the first one for that year, but this is the lineup. This is how people used to have to access the services. And what am I doing here? Hold on. There we go. Okay, so I'll put this up here and hopefully you can see that. Let me see if I can zoom it in a bit. That might be too much. No, that's perfect. So, you'd have to listen to his story. I'm not going to repeat everything, but he had been there had been a motion passed in City Council that approved him to be able to get a storefront to provide a dignified service to patients and other people who need to access the services to get the high dose edibles that are not available within the legal market. And one thing came to another. He ended up getting the city reneged on that. Said no, you got to get a federal approval on it. Blah blah blah. Anyways, Neil's up in before the courts right now on being charged with selling cannabis without a license, and he's also got a charter challenge filed based on the fact that the services that he is providing and has been providing for the last 6 years, I think this is 7th year, has provided no harm and has actually been a help, and is probably one of the best forms of harm reduction out there. So unfortunately he's in the hospital right now, battling the effects of cancer, and he's a fighter though, and he's been improving, and he's been out on passes. And when I heard last week when I was watching his show, and I think it was on the replay that I heard it on, so I had to duck out, but I didn't realize at first that he was backstage, and like back studio rather, and I heard him yell out "Happy 420," and oh my goodness, man, that was so good to hear. Right, Shane? And I know he's not looking for any personal recognition at all. And in fact, it probably makes him feel very uncomfortable. Because in his mind, he's just doing what he has to do, what he knows what's the right thing to do. And Yep. Yeah, I've heard some people say things about him. I don't believe it. Don't. You got to consider the source. But yeah, this one person here comments, look what you started. And there's Neil's comment to it. There are now 7 CSPs operating in Canada and more coming. And I know that there's so many more the people that are expressing interest, and I hope like hell that this just spreads right across, because it will actually show. If anyone's doing any studies, do a study on this, man. Take a look and take a look at the lower overdose death rates. My wife just messaged me 2 hours because I said at the beginning, before I came down here, I said, I'm only probably going to come on for a half hour. Stupid me, I gotta stop saying that, because when I went up for break, she said, "Oh yeah, sure, a half hour, right?" Oh yeah, I've been going for 2 hours now, but man, this is important stuff. And okay, hold on. Just give me a second. I'll message her back for a second here. Almost done. Jeez. No, it's a long running joke. I always say, I'm only planning on going till this time, and I end up being like way, way, way past it. Helmet cam? Oh, going upstairs and taking you guys with me, maybe? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. No, she just wants a snack. Oh, geez, what am I doing here? There we go. So anyways, so yeah, this is what's happening. There's 5 of them on the West Coast, and Halifax is on the East Coast. There's one out there that's been operating for the last 6 years by Chris Backer. And just recently, within the last few months, there was one that started up in Ottawa. And Neil says he's overwhelmed and overjoyed, but it's the corrupt feds and Health Canada puppets for the financial elite. This is a 710 daily session. I'm getting into political stuff here. Anyways, I'm not gonna. You guys can read it. I'm not gonna promote that on this show. But there you go. So anyways, we'll stop sharing that. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the public service announcement, and then we'll play the closing. We'll come back for a closing talk, and then we'll be out of here. Yes, helmet cam. Yeah, actually, you know what? I've actually, I just thought the other day, man, I need to actually get like a GoPro to wear on the head, so I can take you guys like around with me. But I don't have the equipment. One day, maybe. One day. So I got my bong all ready here for when we come back. And so this is just over a minute. And I just got to get the banner changed over here, though. I got to switch over to a different folder for the banners. There we go. This one here. And all right. So I'm going to pause my music here. Actually, that song's just about over anyway. Yeah, that'll be a good one to close out with. All right. So here we go. I will be going off cam for a while this plays, but I'll pop back up right when it comes back, when it's done. So cheers.
Hello, my name is Glenn Wells, and I am a representative and volunteer of the Cannabis Substitution Program. We are here on the downtown east side of Vancouver, Canada, providing high-dose edibles and preventing opioid overdoses. We have changed so many people's lives in the last 4 years of being down here and 7 years of doing this by providing high-dose edibles for 1 week, which will get you off your opioid dependency. If you have a loved one out there that is stuck on opioids right now and their doctor has just chopped them right off, then 1 week of edibles will help them get off without any relapses. Imagine how many people's lives we can save. So if you want to contribute, we need donators. Reach out to me, Glenn Wells, GLENNWELLS, or you can reach out to the Cannabis Substitution Program. We will get you started. Let's get this spread across Canada, and let's save a lot of our loved ones' lives. Thanks.
Right. I just got to switch back to a different banner. So let's go to a different folder here. Sesh, and there we go. So there you go. Tell others about it. Start your own. So we're going to put the music on here while we have a quick toke on the way out. For those who haven't already, if you weren't watching it live and you haven't seen the replay yet, go check out here on NOK Network the 4/20/2024 special that I did. We smoked in 420 right from the East Coast, right across to the West Coast. We had a variety of guests come on the show. Some were other joint hosts on the network. Network owner Kim Cooper was on a few times. She popped in and out. Tried to make it on time for each 420. A few of them she was late on, but hey, it's always 420 somewhere, right? And as I always say, it's always weed o'clock in my house. And let's see if the background will work again. See, the background stops working after a while. If I don't take it off, it's fine. So I don't get my Rasta flag up on there. Oh well. Anyways, yeah, we had. And I showed a few clips on. It's a quarter to do. I like that. I like that one. It's a quarter to do. I'm gonna have to try to remember that one. I love it, man. But yeah, I'm not without getting into the political details on it, but it's a 420 is a celebration, but at the same time, it's a protest for the legalization that we have here in Canada that essentially has shut out the sick and the poor. And not all the time is the sick the poor, because there's sick people that have got lots of money and they still can't get what they need on the legal market. So they got no choice but to turn to the legacy market, who's been helping patients all along all these years. It was the medical patients that forced the government to create a medical system for cannabis, to create a legal access point. Forced it. Same thing with all these charter challenges. Every single one's been won. And recreational cannabis wouldn't be here if it hadn't been for that. For the medical cannabis. And then when recreational came, the medical cannabis regulations no longer stood alone by themselves. They were put inside of the Cannabis Act. So all I'm going to say is I used to access weed from the legal market, and at about 6 or 7 months before legalization, the official legalization date happened in Canada, I could no longer get the product I needed from the medical supplier that I was registered with. And even though on their website that they said that they were dedicated to patients and it was patients first. Yet there was they had tons of product, but it was all sitting in reserve for the recreational market. So that's when I switched going over, when I made the move to access my weed from the legacy market. Just got to do your research, know your sources, and you're good to go. But what's even better is if you can grow your own. So that brings us to a good closing. Brings us right back to Grow 420. Don't forget to tune in Tuesday to Grow 420, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to see what's happening next with my plants. By then, everything should be in 1 gallon pots, and there'll be another update video put out. And yeah, we do have an autoflower run coming up soon. I'm still looking at exactly when I want to. That's one thing I want to mention. I'm still trying to figure out when I want to drop the seeds and how I want to do it. And when I was at the grocery store getting my 1 gallon pots, I got my answer. I'm not even going to soak the seeds. I'm going to put them straight in soil. But I'm going to put them in a 1 gallon pot. But they're a pot that has a rip-off bottom, which are perfect for autos, he said. Because then I can plant that straight in my grow bin. Just put the pot partway in, right? Now, I'll have to raise my scrog net a bit I think I do have a little bit of space to do that. But I'm not even sure if I'm going to use this crowd net yet. I'm not sure. I think that might be something I might. I don't know. Any of you out there grow autos? Have you done the scrog net? Do you like it? Do you recommend it? Just let me know. Don't have to answer now. So what's coming up next? Tomorrow night, Sunday night, 7:10, the IWK 7:10 Daily Sesh. Ashley Huffman, Ashley's Gardens. So you're going to want to tune into her. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She's always got great content there. Definitely don't want to miss that. Thank you again for tuning in. And the music is just about done. So that's perfect. And I think this might be the last song on this album, too. It is. Look at that. Perfect. So I'll close all that off so I don't mess anything up. All right. So thanks again for tuning in. It's been a great night. Look at that, 2.25 hours. Wow. And I said to my wife, half an hour at the most. I was originally actually going to come on until just after I'm going to have the 420 toke and then say goodbye. But it's been great. Have a great night. I'll see you again next Tuesday night, Tuesday afternoon, and then again next Wednesday. But in the meantime, tune in again tomorrow night for Ashley Huffman. Peace, everyone. Have a great night. Stay happy, but most importantly, stay high. Doob and a quarter hours. Yep, doob and a quarter hours. I like that. I'm going to have to remember that. Even if it's 2 hours, we went doob hours. All right, everyone. Take care. Peace. Oh, Justin. Take care. Hello. Bye. You're going to have to watch the replay, buddy. We've been on for doob and a quarter hours. And I can't stay any longer. My wife's needing me upstairs. So anyways, peace, everyone. See you all guys next week. Bye. Oh, I gotta look for the right commercial here. There we go.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at NOKNetwork.com. Send us a message on our social media platforms or email us at info@NOKNetwork.com. Are you a Northern Ontario resident? Searching for credible information on cannabis as a medicine? No Sir is here to help. Established in 2013, Northern Ontario Cannabis Education and Resources is here for you. NOSER Director Kim Cooper brings you 45 plus years experience utilizing cannabis as a medicine and is spreading the education across the North. Activism, resources, referrals, and more at NOSER. Don't be a jackass. Say no sir to cannabis propaganda with NOSER. Find us at www.nocer.ca.